Rogando Sasot dito sa Pilipinas nating mahal. Sas, magandang araw sa iyo.
Morning, Sas.
Good morning, Ka Eric. Good morning, Lorraine. How are you?
Nice to hear you and see you here sa Pilipinas nating mahal. Sas, bago po yung ibang pangtalakayan sa issue ng West Philippine Sea, China-Philippine relations, and among others related to it, ano po yung take ninyo sa madamdaming pahayag ni Pastor Quiboloy that he feels right now that the full weight of state oppression and instruments na siya'y paluhurin at lumpuin bilang dating kapanalig ng administrasyon na ito at ng ating bayan ay nararamdaman niyang ito rin ang patutunguhan ng iba pa nating kababayan with the current political dispensation under the Marcos Jr. government. Sas, your take on that.
Well, kitang-kita naman natin kung gaano kasabot ang turn of events, no? Parang, bakit yung mga tumulong sa'yo, yung parang yung inuusig ayon. So, ang nakikita natin is, this is not just a coincidence kung bakit ito nangyayari. Nakikita natin yung turn of events. Nakita natin na nagsimula ang lahat ng ito nang nagkaroon na ng lamat ang unity team simula noon kay House Speaker Martin Romualdez at nakita natin nag-intensify ito nang tinanong yung dalawa.
Si Sas talaga pinaalala yun.
Nang tinanong yung dalawa kung kung kamusta na ang travel expenses. Hindi ba doon naman nagsimula, nag-cascade lahat eh. And kasi nagsusubaybay naman tayo lahat ng nangyayari sa ating politika, no? I think we were just like observing before yung ginagawa nila kay VP Sara about the confidential fund.
Tama.
And then nung nakita na natin, I think it took us a month or over a month or 2 months to even you know, push back about this. And then nung nag-push back na, nakita naman natin kung gaano sila nagpanik. And unti-unti nang pinapatumba yung mga nasa paligid ni VP Sara.
Correct.
You know what, if Pastor Quiboloy is not with the Dutertes, this would not have happened.
I agree to that.
It all boils down to destroying the Dutertes. And hindi
Sas, may I interrupt, no? You're an international foreign affairs expert, no?
Yeah.
So, could you tie this up with America? No?
Yeah, the American interest sa Pilipinas.
What does the Duterte mean to America?
Yeah. Kang bakit pati si Pastor, dinudugtungan ng kamay ng pangingialam ng Amerika.
Could you please?
Please,
no?
Sas.
Give us a bigger and deeper context, a deeper understanding of what's going on.
Well, ang nakita naman natin, I think, siguro naman mas matagal na kayo nag-observe sa politika. That's very diplomatic. Mas matagal na kayo nag-observe sa politika kaya sa akin. Pero I think this is the first PRRD is the first president that we ever had that confronted the United States in that way. Yun, no, na ipinaalala sa kanila kung anong ginawa ninyo sa aming bansa, sa aming mga ninuno.
Tama.
Ibalik ninyo ang Balanggiga Bells. Can you imagine ang Balanggiga Bells na yan has been with the Americans, stolen and kept by the Americans for over 100 years.
Agree.
And after over 100 years, Duterte was able to pressure the United States to send them back.
Yes.
I think para sa mga Pilipino siguro napakaliit na bagay yan, but that's the symbol of Duterte's patriotism. No? Ang kanyang pinagpatuloy niya ang pinaglalaban ng mga humao nating mga ninuno. And the United States do not really like a Philippine president.
Standing up against
Who is
them.
that?
Tama.
Yes, who is that assertive? You know, because we're still, for all intents and purposes, we are still a American colony, except in our domestic affairs. No, we can do whatever we want in our domestic affairs, but when it comes to our foreign policy, especially foreign policy that actually concerns them, we don't have sovereignty there. Pero si Duterte, he wanted full. You know, he wanted full sovereignty in our domestic affairs and in our foreign affairs. And nakita naman natin, nung panahon niya, ay inusig siya ng lahat, no? Internationally, domestically, and nakita natin kung sino ang nagpopondo ng mga domestic groups na ito. It was the National Endowment for Democracy.
Yes,
for
especially
everyone
Rappler, including Rappler.
Yes, yes, exactly. Verifiles, Rappler. Now, nasaan sila ngayon? Hindi ba? Nasaan ngayon ang Verifiles and Rappler?
Tama.
Bakit ngayon na nag-align ang foreign policy ni Bongbong sa gustuhan ng United States? Bakit bigla silang nanahimik?
Yes.
Bakit all of us, pwede ba yun, Lorraine and Badoy, na for over 30 years, anti-Marcos ka, at gusto mong pigilan makaupo ang isang Marcos, at bigla ngayon ay loving ka na? kay
Even
Bongbong?
even the Inquirer, which takes pride to being the vestiges of an anti-Marcos resistance newspaper movement in the Philippines right now,
Yes.
ay goody-goody at yummy-yummy kay Marcos. The first time that we see.
Sas, may I
Yes.
interrupt again?
Yeah.
Of what relevance is having a president that stands up completely the way President Duterte did? Now, of what relevance and what importance is that? And is that even possible? Can you sustain that? Is it
Yes.
timely? Should we do this now?
At anong dugtong yan sa
Kasi-
current political situation
Yes, yes.
na
Kung
inabot
itayo
ng SMNI ng mga
Pastor,
Duterte at ni
yeah.
Pastor?
Yeah.
Yes, please, Sas.
Kasi Lorraine.
Pwede.
Lorraine. Lorraine and Eri.
And Casas.
Yes, Sas, go.
You know, ang image natin sa ibang bansa, no? Ang image natin in ASEAN countries, in any other country in the world, is that we are a pet of the United States. They know our history more than ordinary Filipinos.
Tama.
Know our history. They know na kung meron silang away sa Pilipinas, they will just go to the United States and the convince the United States to keep us quiet. You know? So, ang importansya nitong pag-stand up ni Duterte sa United States, he was actually sending a message to the rest of the world. Na if we can do this to our colonial master, we can also do this to you.
Yeah.
You know, it actually sends a signal of independence, and that you are actually acting on your own national interest. Look at what he did to Canada. Yung
Yes,
basura ng Canada,
agree.
panahon pa ni Pinoy yan. Nakalimutan na siguro ng mga Pilipino na galit sila sa Canada nung panahon ni Pinoy dahil sila ay nagpadala ng mga toxic mga
waste. Medical
waste.
waste yun, Sas.
Oo, sa Pilipinas, which is actually in violation of international, I think it was the Basel Convention.
Basel Convention.
So, di ba? Galit na galit ang mga Pilipino noon.
Question.
Di ba? Everyone. And then, pagdating ni Duterte, kunin nyo ang basura
At pinabalik
ninyo.
talaga.
Or ibubuhos ko yan sa inyo.
Oo.
Diba?
At sabi niya, kung kailangan gastusan ng gobyerno namin, ang mga basura nyo ay dapat ibalik sa inyo. Huwag nyo kaming tratuhing basura. Tama yung
Diba?
punto na yun. Pinabalik talaga.
And yan ang hindi nakikita ng mga Pilipino. No? This is very important. Na kailangan mo, you have to stand up to your colonial master. Nakakalimutan kasi ng mga Pilipino na we are a colony. You know, and the rest of the world still sees us like that you are a colony of the United States. And if you do that, like for example, Vietnam was a colony of France.
Matagal.
You know, the United States attempted to colonize it, you know.
They refused.
But they paid a very dear price in Vietnam.
Vietnam put a hard and nail against its colonizer.
Correct.
And now it can stand up against anyone. Do we see the United States or even France even making mando sa foreign policy
Ay,
ng
wala.
Vietnam? It's unthinkable.
Takot sila
It's
dyan,
unthinkable.
Sas. Sila dyan.
Sas. So, and what good, no? Kasi I don't see the Philippines as separate from the rest of the world,
Yeah.
no? So, what are the implications in the geopolitical situation, the balance of power of a Duterte that stood against a tyrannical country like the US? What were the implications? What good did that do? Or anything bad? What were the effects?
At bakit hanggang ngayon, kahit
Well,
hindi na siya sa poder, tinatarget pa rin siya.
Yes.
And all which are or who are connected to that Duterte infrastructure
Yes.
of political leadership ng siya na sa poder.
Well, if we can see no na ang survey results on trust ratings, 'di ba? Nakita niyo yung sa Pulse Asia survey which is actually I think Pulse Asia is the most convincing polling company in the Philippines. So, shout out sa inyo dyan. Hindi ko kayo kilala but that has been your image, no? That has been the
Keep it
image
up.
of Pulse
Yeah.
Asia. That's what politicians wanted. Always want to look at the result of Pulse Asia. If you can see there, Duterte has the highest trust rating among the past 3 presidents. Second is Aquino. And third is Marcos. So if there's anything that the yellow supporters would claim, at least you did better than the Marcoses.
Marcoses.
Congratulations. Pero as we can see, it's Duterte that has the highest trust rating. Lahat ng ginagawa ni Duterte nung panahon niya ay very transparent sa mga Pilipino. Wala po siyang tinatago. War on drugs, he never lied that it will be that
Bloody.
bloody. Diba? Did he? No.
No.
And during the
Sinabi niya
campaign,
na-
Sas, hindi niya pinangilagan yon. He stood by that. Law and
Yes.
order will be restored. And the days of drug lords
Yes.
will be over in my time. Hindi niya tinago yon.
Yes. Yes, yung approach niya sa China, tinago ba niya yan?
Hindi.
No. The moment na hindi pa nga siya tumatakbong presidente, I've been following Duterte's foreign policy pronouncement. Hindi pa siya tumatakbo noong 2015. He was very consistent, no? Si Duterte, very consistent siya. That's why Filipinos like him.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know, Duterte remind them of their no-nonsense old tatays or old uncles. No? We have at least one old man in our lives
Man
who
of
will
honor.
call us, diba? Who will call us out on
Yeah.
our nonsense.
Yeah.
Sas,
No?
hindi
And
lang
that was
consistent, Sas, no? Authentic. What you see, what you get.
authentic.
Oo, hindi
Yes.
siya yung nagpa-plastic-plastikan
Yeah.
na politiko,
Yeah.
nakakamayan ka sa kaliwa, titirahin ka ng kanan. Hindi ganun si Digong eh.
Yes.
He's a man of honor and a man of principle.
Yeah.
Oh, kita mo yung SME na yan. Meron nga silang anchor dyan dati na tinitira-tira si Duterte noon almost every
day.
month nang ginawa ng Diyos, no? Every day. Pinigilan ba yan ng SMNI?
Hindi.
Si Abe?
Oo.
Hindi, di ba? He was very, very vocal against Duterte during that time. Pinasara ba yung SMNI because of Mike Abe? Hindi ba? No! Ito na mga nakakalimutan ng mga Pilipino. But kaming mga Duterte supporters, especially sa mga social media, we know everything that
Yes.
happened during Duterte administration. Dahil 24/7 kaming nakikipagbardagulan.
Correct.
Sa
Sas, may isang pang gusto namin kunan ka ng opinion. For almost 6 years,